Oh, good. All right, more eggplants than a grinder, chat. Oh, and there's still some more artichokes. I probably should have consumed a farmer's lunch before coming out here. Oh dear. It's okay. It's kind of novel. Because I recently got into a relationship myself. It's only been about a month or two, but it still seems very new and kind of alien to me in a lot of respects. But it's definitely interesting when you turn somebody on by telling them what you're going to do with lewd photos of them. It's like, wow, this is definitely an angle I did not expect. Oh, my inventory's full. Well, that figures, doesn't it? Oh, I have some fresh wheat. And what have we here? Oh, right. I was going to put the. Yeah, I'm just trying to find one. Um, I'm trying to find. I mean, we measured her neck last time she was here, and I'm just trying to find one with a nice round bell on the front, because she's my kitty, and I don't want her killing too many birds. I actually did buy an off-the-shelf leash for reasons when I was at the grocery store one day. So I have that to go with my leather collar, which has a nice, convenient ring on it. Yeah, I found enough relatively inexpensive options on Amazon. I mean, it's probably Chinese drop shipping, but it's just a fun little plaything. It's not something I'd expect. I'd expect her to wear 24/7 because, well, that'd be a little ridiculous. I'm sure I've told this story before, but when the day we met, we decided we were just gonna snuggle on the couch and watch a movie. So she came in. I offered her some freshly baked cookies. We hung out. We got on the couch. We put a terrible movie on. Actually, no, we put Hellraiser on. And at some point, I was kind of scratching the back of her head, and she was making these very happy noises. She says, "Oh, you're just like a big kitty." And she turns and she shows me the choker she's wearing has a little round bell on it, and that was roughly the funniest thing that either of us had encountered that day. We both just started laughing, and it kept coming up later. You know, it would just be like out of nowhere. I'd see the little choker and be like, "Oh, well, that's hilarious." So she's very much my kitty. Yeah, I try to bake cookies every week. I've missed a couple weeks because I kept forgetting to buy parchment paper at the store. And that means that there's extra work I have to do if I don't have that on hand. So, yeah, I think we can do just some nice basic chocolate chips ones, either Saturday or Sunday, depending on how things go. Oh, you know what? Let's check on my... Oh, thank you. Actually, another very funny thing she did, and I know I posted this on Twitter. Um, we were spooning, and she's a little taller than I am, so I was happy to have her be my big spoon. And we're just sitting there quietly for a moment, and then she kind of makes her hand into a claw, and reaches around in front of me for the center of my chest and starts chanting, "Kalima! Kalima!" I couldn't stop laughing when she did that because it was just so unexpected and hilarious. And on some level, I was kind of impressed that she'd seen a movie that old. These just wash up in here? Okay, well, let's run all this back. Yeah, she's a big sweetie, and I really feel lucky to have found her on Grindr of all things. Although that being said, she's now the second person I've wound up seeing on a regular basis from Grindr. So maybe it's not all bots and people just sending dick pics. Although I have had a lot of bots, to the point at which I kept a still of Senator Vreenak from Deep Space Nine. Anytime I caught a bot, I would just send that photo of him holding the hologram USB stick, you know, saying it's a fake. I sent that to every bot for a while. Because what the fuck else do you do with bots? Yeah, and the problem I have with Grindr, and no kidding, really, what did you do? I guess I'll keep the cloth because I can use that as a gift. Oh. Why did I put these over here? Yeah, so she's Polly and actually lives with a boyfriend right now. So, whenever I get spammed, I try to be weird and creative with them. So, obviously, we see what I do with grinder bots. But when I got pollsters pestering me, you know, because I'm in Iowa, so every 4 years, politicians pretend to be interested in us. Yeah, but that's horse shit. I don't want to date someone who's going to murder me. I don't want to date the person who's going to be the first in line to do something terrible when it becomes illegal to be me. The fuck? You got banned for perfectly... perfectly... I mean, what you said is totally right. And I'm totally on your side. That's a cool reason to get banned. I guess is what I'm looking for. Cool. Yeah, seriously. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. When I get pollsters, I send them... I send them weird messages depending on my mood. One of them I sent them Twin Peaks quotes. You know, I had someone say, "Hey, are you going to be caucusing for so and so tonight?" And it said, "This is a Formica table. Green is its color." And then they responded with, "Okay, so do you know who you're going to support?" And I said, "Through the darkness of future past, the magician longs to see. One chance out between two worlds. Fire walk with me." He's like, "Okay, I think I get it. Have a good night." So I am always happy to make it weird for these people. Another guy got the first chapter of Neuromancer texted to him. So that was fun. Another guy, I just started quoting Zelda 2 at them. You know, they're like, "Hey, who do you think you're going to support in the caucuses?" I just responded with, "I am error." And then, oops, I was already in here. Then they sent something else, and they said, "Do not go south without a candle." So, I don't know if that ever gets me off of the lists, but it's entertaining for me. And that's the important thing. Does it amuse me? And this is a very carbon dated reference, but there was a movie called The Marathon Man with Dustin Hoffman as the lead, and I keep forgetting the guy's name as this villain, but this main character is a runner, and he accidentally comes across this Nazi plot to smuggle some diamonds. Of course, he discovers this by getting a briefcase full of said diamonds, and there's a very famous scene where he's caught by this guy who dresses up like a dentist to torture people. And the first few minutes of his interrogation are the dentist just asking, "Is it safe?" over and over again. And he, of course, doesn't know how to react. So I've used that on telemarketers when they call me. I just use it till they hang up. Oh my god. Yeah, I haven't gotten one of those in a while, but I got a definitely weird one. Um, it was a Seventh Day Adventist one. You could tell because of some of their, because some of the language on it was talking about, um, is Sunday the real Sabbath, and so on. I'm like, oh, I recognize these guys a mile away, and it was all a bunch of apocalyptic nonsense. I'm like, man, in 2018, you are really late for that one. Close, close. I wasn't gonna go Gandalf there, but instead I went with Nazi dentist. Okay, iridium pickaxe, cool. Oh, you know what? Let's upgrade my hoe while I'm here. It's funny because I've seen the "is it safe" thing referred to in like two other things, but it's. I mean, this is a movie from the mid '70s, and I think it's just out of that range where people are going to pick up on it. Okay, now that we have our pickaxe back, we're going to bring him a hoe. And every time I think of anything Lord of the Rings, I immediately think of Blind Guardian lyrics. Like there was a thing on probably Reddit where it was a picture of somebody typing something into Google about what do I do with the Silmarils, and then there's a pop up reading the Sons of Fëanor would like to know your location, which pretty good. I mean, but of course my thought is immediately from the first song on Blind Guardians, Nightfall in Middle Earth. Oh dear. Yeah, it's always funny because that stuff's usually hilariously out of date. Um, so in the show, the IT crowd, they actually had a site like that I would have used. It was the Bluff Ball one where you get um, sport ball phrases to use, and there's so many times I'm like that would be really helpful for talking to the cabbie. It's like I was taking a cab to work, and I'm like, yeah, he's gonna start talking about baseball, and I have no fucking clue what he's on about. Oh, a Dark Throne. Sounds metal as fuck. I'm in. Hmm. I have cloth in here too. I'm sure it's useful for something. Hmm. Good humored spirits. Oh, crab cakes. One of these days, I need to take the time to finish the whole recipe list and basically make all the things. All cops are biodegradable. I love it. I usually go with all cats are beautiful because I'm basically an idiot for cats. It's ridiculous. I